smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, I'm coming. Hey!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play action. Now it's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Wait, set 53. Check 55, Mike. I'm coming after you. Ozzy.
Throwing on second and 14. Brady completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
From midfield, here's Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check it. Sugar.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. That he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 67 yards on the ground.
First down, Cowboys.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Goal 50. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and 13. Brady. And get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Here we go.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
A gain of 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Elliott pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Safety creep. Big dad. 80 weapon. Hey, check it.
Brady gives to Michelle, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Watch QB drop. Rip. Watch QB drop. Check 43. Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, 46. Mike 52.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike 51.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Jim. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, kill. Here go 46. 26.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
47. Zoom. Check 24. Watch 24. There we go. Kill. Mike, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's complete. James White. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brady. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots get a score closer. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Kill.
Here's Elliott. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 30-yard line.
Check.
On play action, now Brady. And Calvin Benjamin's got it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
54. Mike 54. Hey, come on now. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 54. Check it, reload. I'm here. 72.
Brady to throw again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And 47. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. All there, baby. All that ball. 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back in into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Kill. 47.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Again, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, regular. Hey.
Throwing again. Brady. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
No, 66. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, seam 6. Mike's 54.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Brady's throw there complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. They go play action here on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 55. Hey, wahoo! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Alert. Regular.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Go.
And he's got it. 16 yards, a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Michel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Check 99. Check 99.
At the 27-yard line.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
Greystone travel.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Mike, we hit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
this. In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They run the counter. It's Elliott. Power running, but he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Brady. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That's good for Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, 20. Right there, 54. Ozzy. Get ready. Get ready. Mike. Bravo. Mike 54. Here we go. 50.
Brady to throw. Catch is made by Harry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Brady. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Hey, Charlie. 54. Alert.
Now Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball